Find us on social media. Have you ever wondered, have you ever sat in class and thought, I wonder what my skin cells are doing right now? Maybe it's just me, or maybe, at some point, we've all wondered what our cells are up to at this very moment. As you might recall from cell theory, all living things are made up of cells including you. Multicellular organisms, like humans, have cells that work together in an organized system. Cells form tissues form organs form organ systems. Each type of cell is specialized for a particular function, whether it's skin cells, stomach cells, or muscle cells, and their activities need to be carefully regulated. This regulation occurs through a process known as the cell cycle, which brings us back to the question, what are my cells doing right now? Cell growth and reproduction. Cells can grow in size, but that's not how a multicellular organism increases in size. Instead, growth happens through cell reproduction, where cells divide to produce more cells. For example, you are bigger now than when you were 5 years old, unless you are 5, because your cells have undergone mitosis and cytokinesis, the process that produces new body cells. However, uncontrolled cell division isn't always a good thing. Cancer, uncontrolled cell growth. Many of us have known someone affected by cancer, a disease caused by uncontrolled cell division. Cancer cells divide too frequently and evade regulation, fail to communicate properly with healthy cells, may not perform normal functions, can travel to other parts of the body, sometimes produce their own growth signals, diverting nutrients from healthy cells. Cancer can arise due to genetic predisposition, exposure to toxins, radiation, or excessive UV light, and other factors. The unchecked division of cancer cells can lead to the formation of tumors, some of which remain localized, while others spread. The good news? Scientists are continually improving cancer treatments, such as radiation and chemotherapy, which target rapidly dividing cells. Maybe one day, you could contribute to finding a cure.
Understanding the cell cycle. The cell cycle is often illustrated as a pie chart with two main phases. 1. Interphase. The cell grows, replicates DNA, and performs its functions. 2. M phase, mitotic phase. The cell divides through mitosis and cytokinesis. Most of the time, cells remain in interphase, rather than actively dividing. Different cells divide at different rates. Hair follicle cells, for example, undergo frequent mitosis, which is why your hair grows. This is also why many cancer treatments can cause hair loss, as they target rapidly dividing cells. Cell cycle checkpoints. To prevent errors, cells go through checkpoints at various stages. G1 checkpoint ensures the cell is growing properly and that its DNA isn't damaged before moving to the next phase. G2 checkpoint verifies DNA replication was successful and that the cell is prepared for division. M checkpoint, metaphase checkpoint, ensures chromosomes are correctly aligned before separation. If a cell fails a checkpoint and the issue cannot be fixed, it undergoes apoptosis, a self-destructive process that prevents damaged cells from dividing. How is the cell cycle regulated? The cycle is regulated by proteins, which act as either positive regulators, for example, cyclin and CdK, that push the cycle forward. Negative regulators, for example, p53, that can stop the cycle or trigger apoptosis. The levels of cyclins fluctuate throughout the cycle, helping determine when a cell should progress to the next stage. Geophase, the resting state. Not all cells continuously cycle through division. Some enter geophase, where they remain inactive in terms of cell division. Some cells, like neurons in the brain and spinal cord, stay in geo permanently. This is why injuries to the brain and spinal cord can be difficult to heal. These cells cannot regenerate through mitosis. Final thoughts. The cell cycle is a complex and fascinating process that ensures the proper growth, development, and maintenance of life. Understanding how it works helps us learn about growth, healing, and diseases like cancer. Who knows? Maybe one day you will contribute to groundbreaking research in cell biology.